Okay, so we are back out at the land today. So plan for today is we need to finish setting the last 5 blocks for the foundation of our shed. And then we're also going to be taking out the tree that's in front of our wall, seeing how many pavers that we have so that we can at least outline a little bed so that we can take some of the trees that we uprooted, lay them in the bed along with some cardboard that we brought so that we can prepare them to start planting in maybe a couple months. So yeah, right now we just got here. We just got done talking to some really friendly neighbors that we met. So we appreciate you guys for reaching out, and we enjoyed visiting with you guys, and we definitely will visit again soon. And also thank you for the eggs as well. They gave us a lot of great information about, you know, just living out here, showed us kind of like their homesteading setup. They've been out here for a few years now, so it's always nice to get some great advice, and also it's basically good to see some people who are homesteading and seeing it actually play out and get to see it in person. So we appreciate you guys for letting us come by and say hello, and the kids loved all the stuff that you gave them, so we thank you very, very much. So we just got to the land, and so now we're cooking up some burgers. We're gonna have some quick lunch, and then we're gonna head to the other side of the property to start setting the rest of the blocks that we have for the shed base. So yeah. So we ended up picking up a thatcher on an auction site, and so Elijah's testing it out to see how it will work grading out the part of the driveway that we weren't able to fully get smooth yet. So I'm gonna let you guys watch him for a little bit. So the thatcher made a little bit of a difference on the driveway. Well, I guess it made a big difference on the driveway. I'll cut to it and show you guys what it's looking like. Hopefully you can tell the difference. I might have to put a before and after shot on there, but it's just a lot smoother than it was before. Elijah is almost done taking out the tree that's in front of our wall. Once he gets done taking out, we probably will end up, I guess, starting to dig so that we can get all these dead tree limbs and tree branches inside of the hole, and then lay down the cardboard that we brought in as well so that we can get some type of bushes to start planting outside the fence. Okay, so we just got done leveling out the last 5 blocks. So we are currently mixing some concrete so that we can go ahead and fill up the last of them. So let me show you what we have going on here. Okay, so these are the ones that we set last time that we were here. So that is the J anchor. It's nice and solidified in there. And then this is the rebar side. And so those are on all 4 corners. So that corner over there, and then this corner here, and then we went ahead and filled that one in down there, and then this one in as well with the rebar, and then also the bolts. And then I got down here and I asked Elijah, I was like, why is this one on the inside? So this J anchor I accidentally put on the inside. I don't know what I was thinking, but it was supposed to go on this side, but it's okay. We'll just make sure we get the board on a wider side over there so it can go there. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you these. So these are the ones that we came out and we set today. So that one, and then these 3. These 2 were not concreted in, so we're just gonna fill those with concrete, but we had those set last time that we came out. That is what the shed foundation is looking like. Next time that we come out, we'll come out with some boards. We're gonna do 2 10-foot boards across the front, 1 10-foot board on each side, and then another 2 across the back side. And then we have these little anchor things, I don't know what they're called, but to attach the 2 10-foot boards together so that it strengthens them. And then we'll end up, it doesn't call for it in the plans, but we're gonna probably add 1 board going across the middle just to help hold up that middle joint as well. So yeah, we will see you when we start putting in concrete. Okay, so we just got done. Filling the rest of the blocks partially with concrete. We only mainly filled a little bit of it just so that it has a flat base going across it, so that the bricks don't end up sinking in the dirt. Yes, we know that they can still possibly sink due to shifting, but at least it will give it a little more time before it does shift. So let me show you what everything looks like. Okay, so that is what we are looking at so far for the shed base. So now with the foundation being done, the only thing that we have to do next is start the wood. So we're going to be going back over to the other side of the property so that we can dig out a little garden bed in front of the 24-foot section of the wall. We do have some pavers that we picked up for free that we are going to be using as our border. So yeah, Elijah took out the tree earlier. And so now that the tree is gone, we're gonna come about 2 feet out from the wall and 20 foot across the wall so that we can then dig down where we're going to put some cardboard down. And then we're also going to put some of the trees that we cut down as well in there. And maybe some of the grass depending, just so that it helps the soil a little bit so that when we are ready to put something out there, it will be ready to go. We aren't fully sure what we want to put outside the gate. We're afraid of things possibly eating whatever we want to put out there. My original thought was putting rosemary and sage out, but not fully set on that yet. So if you guys have any ideas of what type of plants we could put outside that 24-foot section of the wall, it could be, I would prefer the suggestions to be a useful plant, so something for medicinal uses or something for, what would it be, culinary, edible plants, culinary plants, I don't know, one of the two. But as long as they're one of those, that would be great for suggestions. And then possibly something that the cows and coyotes and all the other stuff that's out here don't like to nibble on. Or if they are, maybe we can look into fencing it off or something. But once the plant gets big enough, I don't really think it matters if they eat it, as long as they don't eat it all, or as long as it's big enough so that when they do eat it, we still have some left over. So yeah, I'm gonna take you down to the other side of the property and you can watch us do our garden bed. And then one thing that we want to do as well, while Elijah's working on the garden bed, I'm gonna stake out the other portion of our main house, because eventually we want to put out a fire pit out here so that when we do want to, stay out here a little bit later or during the day and it's a little bit colder, we can use the fire pit to cook on or just to sit around and just relax, because we might just want to come out here one day and just enjoy the land rather than coming out here to work all the time, where we can just sit around the fire pit and just enjoy. So if you guys have fire pit ideas, let me know as well. We are trying to figure out what type of brick is great for fire pits, because I've heard that concrete blocks and retaining wall blocks, once they heat up, the water in them will cause them to explode. So we want to do a fire ring and then maybe something else around it. So let me know if you guys have any ideas for blocks, and then we might do like a concrete seating area as well. So yeah, okay, take you to the other side. Okay, so Elijah just got done digging a trench and laying down the pavers. So let me show you what it looks like, and then we're gonna be putting some cardboard down. So it's kind of hard to see because you're in the shadow of the wall, but so he dug probably about halfway. We don't have enough pavers. We'll have to cut all the pavers that are over there. We'll have to cut them into thirds to finish out the rest of the section going down this way. But this is what we have so far. Mind you, these are the free pavers that we ended up getting. So we're just gonna layer what we have of cardboard right in here. And then we have some tree trimmings that we're gonna lay on top, and then we'll just put the dirt back over so that it prepares it for when we are ready to start planting. So the garden bed is now done. Well, half the garden bed is done. So let me show you an overview of what it looks like. So we were able to get half the bed done over here. We just have the other half. So this is probably about a 12-foot section. But once we figure out, don't forget your machete. It's on the wall. Once we go ahead and get something to cut the bricks with, we can finish off the rest of that. And then the tree that was here is now gone, which is great because it was blocking a big portion of the fence. So let me show you what the wall looks like without the bush being there. It's a whole lot cleaner, a lot cleaner. Okay, so I'm currently walking up the driveway, up the second driveway towards where our shed will be. So our shed is going to be right at the end of the driveway, which is nice. But what is also nice is that the driveway extends all the way to the back of the guest house. And then there's probably about going to be a 10-foot space here between the shed and the end of the driveway. And then the driveway ends at the back of the guest house. So just imagine the guest house is here. So there'll be a space from here to here, which is probably about a 15-foot section for us to be able to drive around the shed. And then also on this side of the property, nothing's going on this side of the shed. So we'll be able to go ahead and drive around this side of the shed as well. So we have some options to where I can get to the garden and get to the animals. And then most likely we'll put a gate at the back so that we can have easy access, especially since there's a utility easement back there. We know nothing will ever be blocking that area, so yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. We appreciate you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, so usually the video would have ended by now. However, I wanted to show you really quick all the things that we brought home that our neighbor gave us. So I'm gonna give you a peek of that. Okay, so they sent us home with a nice fresh dozen of eggs. And then this Fresh Eggs daily book. So for raising happy, healthy chickens naturally. So we'll have to look into that. And then also just some backyard poultry magazines. So it'll be great for us to look through some of the information that they give us and then prepare ourselves for when we move onto the land and get some chickens. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.